Hey everyone, Ronin back. We're jumping into episode 3 of Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Really enjoying the show so far. With each episode, I kind of want to know more. With Lucy and added to the equation, I want to know more about her and like where she kind of comes from. We got a little bit of like backstory about her, but like definitely, you can only be told so much within, a couple of episodes, especially when they're kind of short form like this. But I'm going to go ahead and jump on into this. Feel free to check out my Patreon. We're usually about 3 weeks ahead of YouTube, and we do have a Discord server. Feel free to jump on that as well. So jumping on into this. I kind of feel like this show is kind of coming out around like a really like odd time. Like I just really didn't, maybe no one saw the show coming, but it just feels like it's kind of coming out around a time I was least expecting it, just aesthetically and the subject matter and what sort of genre it is.
You fucking lied to me? Shut up. One of our own, just looking to make some fast scratch. She been good for it too, up till now.
Hold on.
Huh?
Supplier?
Oh.
Yeah, she's my mom.
So you Gloria's brat? How's she thinking handing it over to you?
She didn't. She died. Yesterday.
Okay, so they're friends.
Nah, a body his size would sizzle up after 2 hits.
Try 8, no sizzle.
Come on, that's a lot of bunk and we all know it.
Chill out. Just gonna clip his cig real quick. Nothing up my sleeve. See? That makes 9 today.
So his situation is kind of rare then.
Me out on a job. Won't fuck it up.
Yeah, it seems to be common knowledge that you get fried within just a couple tries.
I owe it to Gloria, and maybe the apple don't fall far.
You won't regret it. Hey!
Chill, just slaughtered a tracer. Be hearing from me tomorrow.
She's always got to get so close.
Knew for sure you had his after the visit to your Ripper.
Then thought you'd bat your eyes at me till they showed. Or lying the whole time.
Just go home already.
Well, we're going to take a couple steps back.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to him now. He has to keep going through that window just to get into his own apartment.
Kid, you're up.
Well, hopefully this is a fresh new day and he can get a little reset. We can use this thing up to 8 to 10 times or whatever, even though we were only told to do 2 to 3.
This one here's Kiwi, and Dorio and Pilar you've met. Make yourself
Kiwi.
My name's David.
Who asked? Let's get right down to biz, kid. Slot the shard.
I like how everybody has this fucked up fucking cyberpunk name and it's like, I'm David.
We're gonna swipe the nav data from the limo he rolls around in.
Just the data? Not the car?
Betting on fights is his leadhead's sole joy in life.
Really great animation.
Fat stack on the butcher, banking on that skull splitting uppercut of hers.
Damn.
Here. This weekend ain't gonna go down like that. The butcher's getting butchered in round 1.
Ooh, holy shit. Well, she's dead.
Anyway, he in the habit of drowning his saws at this one hole-in-the-wall dive.
Is this happening in real time or?
You nab the key and hand it to Dorio. She'll forge a copy to pop the lock. Then we collect the nav data while Sokka Muscle Maxim still shit-faced and out.
Seems simple.
Hey, what the fuck?
I'm so clumsy, sorry.
That's one way to stop a guy.
You get in.
Nice car. Right, so for sure this is happening in real time.
Make it up to you next time, Kay.
Oh, you bitch!
Why are you yelling at me? I'm sensitive, you know.
Time's up.
Open up! No! You fuck!
Oh shit.
No way back. Start her up. What? Punch it, kid.
Gonna have to steal the car.
Show me. You got what it takes.
Come on, start her up. Oh, Jesus. You may want to turn a little bit. There you go.
Then Al knows it is. Should be safe there. On our way. Ah, fuck. Comms cutting out.
Pull over?
No. Geosats ping you. They'll drop a hit.
Aldo. That name sounds familiar. Is that in the game?
Sending the route.
I do remember having to take a car to a garage, but I don't remember the name of it. I wonder if it's the same garage as the one in the game.
We got company.
That's cool that they kept the Japanese voices for that. Well, he's got a little bit of that PTSD.
Buckled up.
Oh shit. I don't think cars can do that, but maybe in the future they can. That's pretty awesome though. Oh shit. Oh my god. That would be awful. To get ripped in half and then ran over on top of that. Oh shit. Nice. Oh shit. That's gross. Got all his body parts stuck in the wire. There we go. At least they're there to back him up, you know, instead of just making him do everything. Oh shit. Oh my god. Just fucking exploded everywhere.
Sorry for the wait.
Well, they gotta be happy with him there, because I mean, there's a few moments in there where he stuck up for her and...
Ain't no one in this world you can trust more than yourself. Start using us as your crutch, and you're good as dead.
Okay. He was a little more clear about it. It's not that you can't trust them necessarily, it's that you need to pull your own weight instead of thinking that they're gonna be there to bail you out. Some of the animation on this is crazy.
Meat and bone can't keep pace with the Sandevistan for long. A little more chrome, and you could have zeroed that tiger claw, no problem. Or any goon out there.
What kind of makes him special? The fact that he's organic as much as he is and still, like, withstanding it? Or maybe it's just better in general, just to become cyberized, if you will.
And understand it fast. I do not pay you to think. I pay you to check the boxes off my list. It is my place to see the larger picture. It is yours to listen.
These super dynamic angles of the faces. It totally has Dead Leaves vibes, for sure. Is there any relation to this in that?
Very good. For now, we wait until he lowers his guard again.
Though it is interesting to immediately have like another dynamic change, because we see this guy as like the top dog, and now this guy comes along. All of a sudden, he comes in and says, "No, you did your job wrong," and now he's like the bigger fish.
Don't think too hard about it. We're celebrating tonight.
Yeah, it's, you know, this is a tough world to live in, and you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, nobody likes the situation that everybody's in, but they understand how things work.
Yo,
I just noticed that girl standing there.
yeah, like my performance?
Sure, yeah.
I'm Rebecca. I hear you're joining up with Maine's crew.
Rebecca, another regular name. She seems cool.
Mr. Martinez, hello again. Is this a good time?
Fuck no, it's never gonna be a good time.
Perhaps it's best if you were
he wants revenge, tell that prick I'll be waiting. But I'm done going easy. Oh, and you can all kiss my ass.
Yes. I think that's what pretty much anybody would do, right, in his position? Because this actually seems like a better deal than going back to that fucking school. Like, even without knowing, like, what their ulterior motives are. Alright. I had a feeling that I was really gonna like the third episode. Third episodes in shows lately have been kind of popping off. I don't know why. I really dig this outro for the show too. Yeah, the music kind of, it just reminds me of like, you know, discovering music through like the Matrix soundtrack, you know, from the first movie. I don't know if you guys have listened to it, but you know, especially for the time that it came out, it like introduced a much bigger audience to, you know, less popular music that was maybe like more like techno infused or, you know, trip hop or, you know, things like that. I really miss that kind of music, and this kind of is reminiscent of that. It kind of has that spirit in there, so it takes me back to listen to it, and that's why I love the music in this, is that it kind of has that vibe yet being something new at the same time. Great episode though. It's gonna take me a bit to remember all the names. I already forgot them all. I know Rebecca, I know David, I know Lucy. I even said one of the other names too. Like, I'm really bad at names, but anyway, the whole crew seems pretty cool. You know, it's that, you know, like, yes, they can be hard asses and whatnot, but they just live in a hard world, but they're likable. They get shit done. That's just the attitude that they have, and that's cool. You know, they tell it to you straight. They're just like, yeah, this is all cool. We're cool, but you need to do your fair share, because I'm not gonna sit here and baby you through any of this stuff. This is a hard world, and you need to be just as hard, if not harder, in this world. So yeah, I'm really digging the characters so far. I dig the animation. It's got like little bits of like crazy animation kind of peppered in there, like physically impossible things, you know, almost like cartoony impossible, and that's cool. Again, it reminds me of Dead Leaves. Dead Leaves is a psycho animated movie, and these really dynamic angles where, you know, they have like their hands in your face or their face on really close to the camera and whatnot, and you know, super dynamic, over the top. You know, the color palettes actually are very similar too, so I feel like there's some inspiration from that as well. But yeah, this show really came out of fucking nowhere, huh? Especially like after everyone's like thoughts on the game in general, which isn't like, I think there's definitely some people that enjoyed it regardless of this show coming out or not, but not that many though. Because like, even I've tried to give the game a couple shots, and again, just from the nature of the game just being too open-ended, I tend to just kind of lose interest, because I'm not really being pushed into objectives so much, other than just these things are here. You can go there and find stuff out if you want to, but you can run into many other things along the way. It's definitely a beautiful looking game, but yeah, I can definitely see why people are being inspired to play the game again, because I heard there's been like a huge rise in players again. So yeah, especially if you're being exposed to the world like this and then going into it, now that you have like context for what the sort of world you live in, instead of just being kind of dropped in it and just being expected to kind of just hit the ground running. Maybe in a weird way, this is kind of how it should have been done, you know, like having a pre-existing world before actually jumping into it. Maybe that's what that game needed, just more context, just like how cool the world can be. Great episode. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. That's it from me, and I'll see you guys next time.